This is a Wild Games Production podcast.
Welcome to the Palladium Megaverse podcast. I'm your host, DM Vince, and I am not sitting with
Steven playing Seran Allward.
And Jakob playing the good Shep.
Geoff playing Victor Liam Brightwood.
Playing old Gnomey.
And Corey playing Nova.
So the last adventure was revolving around Corey and the dagger. The group, it was mostly you running around trying to make sure that the dagger would not be stolen from you because you were getting a little paranoid, but, you know, you played it off really well because the dagger was making you do that. So you got some extra experience because of the, role-playing, and the group, had fun trying to figure out a way to tackle you. So it was some good laughs.
Even wanted to cut off my hand.
Yeah, Steven wanted to cut off your hand. Things like that happen. So
Small stuff.
now Jacob Shep was sitting in the cart with Will Weston and Godwin, and you were reading the book. Obviously, Will Weston annoyed the shit out of you the whole time. Just doing weird things, saying, "Oh, sir, would you like me to take my shirt off?" and things like that. His usual stuff, and you ignored him.
I don't have to. I have to ask. It just comes off just like that.
And while you were reading, you had uncovered a list of items which you found interesting. The group did, meanwhile, find these items, and we're going to leave it right there when you guys found the items. Oh, Rick's character, Rick, who's playing Torvald, will not be here this week. He had to, he wasn't really feeling well, so he couldn't join us. So we're going to have you and him switch positions. He's going to go back to the cart. You're going to come back down to the group.
Tag in.
Yeah, pretty much a tag in. And there we go. So we're going to leave it at, you guys are at the treasure room. You just started picking up everything, deciding what you were going to do. There was a few more places in this dungeon or I shouldn't say dungeon, in this temple that you haven't gone to. And that's where we left off.
Actually, I think we were literally starting on our way to go to that place we haven't been when...
Yes, when Torvald's like, I have to go back to the cart.
I have to go potty.
Of course, sir. We shall await you at the entrance.
And then
Somebody needs to carry the loot back to the carriage.
There you go.
I guess the loot mule will do that, meaning me.
Well, you actually made a trip back there with me. I'm assuming you dropped some stuff off then.
Yes.
So...
All right, we'll leave it there. Jake, you're coming back as you see Torvald pretty much holding a bag of gold. And he mentions to you, we found a treasure room. There's a bunch of items.
Yes, I've been doing some research in that book, and I found a few things.
Well, he says that's great, but I got to get this to the cart. He just walks past you. He's not here, so don't have a conversation with the guy that's not here.
Oh, Lord Torvald!
No, how you doing today?
Jacob's like, hey, I spilled the beans just to the guy that wasn't here. I did my part.
What?
Shep, you said you found something in the book.
Yes. I found what some of that stuff was that we found. I also found this diary entry here. I'm a little worried about what might be happening at the town.
Wait, back in town?
Yes. Look at this right here.
It looks like scribbles to me.
They can't read that, Jake, because it's written in Dragon.
Look right here. Look at this script. Read this.
You guys,
okay.
He does. You guys can see this picture of the map of the town, which I will copy for you. Copy here. There is a noticeable.
Now they're talking right here about how they're going to steal children and brainwash them. And here's a map of the town that we were in. Yes.
The townsfolk are going to steal their own children and brainwash them?
Yes. That's what's happening.
Brainwash them for what purpose?
This looks like a very fresh entry. I'm not sure. The a cult, so they could be looking for new members.
Cult
know
like
what the-
things.
But all the
people in the
cultists here are dead.
Doesn't mean they're all dead.
I was gonna say, yeah, there might still be some.
Did you find out how long ago this was to see if maybe they failed in their attempts?
The entry seems really recent, like within the last week.
See, here's the ink on my finger.
I mean, yeah, if it's a fresh entry, that probably would have happened.
So we have fresh indications that there have been cultists here recently, but all the priests are dead and buried. So far, we've only come across skeletal remains of those cultists here.
I wonder if they've moved on to something else.
And did you
Looks
find
like this-
anything on the demon?
Not any more than I already had found previously. But I think there's an underground base. And there was a marking here that says where the red arrow is. Remember, make it laugh. I'm
Make
not
it
sure what that
what?
means. Yeah, I'm not sure what that means.
Present it with
But-
Lord Lee. It'll laugh.
It's got to be something though. Something important. Probably a password or something like that.
Okay.
All right.
Also, where's
So-
that longsword?
Lord Lee whips out the longsword.
You hear a zip, and he whips it out.
this longsword right here.
Yes, this one is actually kobold made. And
We determined that.
yeah, it's a very nice blade.
They determined that too.
Okay.
Wait, are you able to figure out what items are what?
Yes.
Can
I
you
was able
identify
to through this
these
book.
2 rings here?
Their treasurer
Um,
took meticulous records.
The red one? You didn't give me names, Vince. You just said the red or the blue.
That's how I labeled the rings, yeah. Red and blue.
Alright.
There's just
Well-
has a red stone on it, blue stone on it, that's all.
Well, I mean, I'm. The only thing I have here is stats to describe.
Are
it.
you
That's the
are you
problem.
telling them exactly what they are, Jake?
Trying to? Yeah.
Put it
Okay.
in chat.
Then I can just put it. I can just put it in chat. That's fine.
Okay. Cool.
So if he's telling you what exactly those 2 rings are, this is what he tells you.
Woo! Blue ring would be beneficial.
The red
for
ring,
me.
for those listening at home, gives a +2 to strike and a +1 to damage. The blue ring
Alright.
gives a +2 to dodge and parry.
I would like that red ring.
Well, that's up to you guys. So
Well,
All right, I'll ask. May I have the red ring?
yeah, I think so.
May I have the blue ring?
You already got your sling. Let other people
No.
have a chance to get something.
that is true.
Only thing I want is that armor.
Is
Uh,
that
what?
cobalt sword?
the Rick took the armor.
Rick took
Yeah, I
it.
know.
He said he put it
So
on.
I can.
Currently putting on his ward. Here, wear this black leather.
Oh, thank you, sir. It's much like the other leather suit you gave me, but there's no zipper in the helmet.
I have a question. Why every time you do Will, he's always unbuttoning and buttoning his or you're unbuttoning and unbuttoning your shirt when you do him? So
It's a little,
Adjusting.
it's a little tick to kind of remember how to be him. So I always do this just to.
oh, okay.
He's picked up Steven's tactics.
I would suggest we give the ring to the thief.
What ring?
The blue one. The one that's blue.
I don't know. I'm not heavily armored, and I like to avoid being hit.
Well, I'll trade you slings then.
Okay.
I'm interested.
Yeah, I thought Corey already had the sling.
Yeah,
He
Corey
He
already.
does. I'll trade the ring for the sling.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I was like, that's fine. I'm down with that.
All right. So then, you guys are trading things. Is everyone else cool with that? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm the one that suggested it. The only person that hasn't gotten something is me and Shep,
okay. So
or Lee and Shep.
who had the red ring? Who took that one? Steven?
Saren
Dude.
did.
Yeah.
Seran, got it. The blue ring, Corey's taking.
Me. Yes.
Okay. The long sword, Geoff has it.
Well, it's grouped.
Who wants the longsword then?
No one. No one's decided they wanted it.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
far
it's
that's
good.
just
I just can't use it. You know.
The sling David has, and then there's the rest of the stuff.
Because
Real
that
quick-
longsword has a +2 on damage, so someone's gonna want that. Maybe Rick, though.
Maybe.
out of character real quick. I'm trying to update my character sheet,
Yeah.
and I haven't touched it or anything, but now it's all bold print and stuff. Did something change on the format?
Not that I'm aware.
All bold pit?
Yeah, like even if I click on a entry that I've already filled in, it's the text is different, and I don't know what's going on here.
That's weird.
I-
My copy, you can't
Figure it
even
out.
do that.
I don't know. It shouldn't do
Weird.
that.
Okay.
The sling does well. Jake, you gonna tell them about the sling because they're asking about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can put that in chat then. So he describes this about the sling. It is a masterclass sling, +1 to strike, +1 to damage.
Oh, it wasn't normal. Wow.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna trade you for it.
No
fine.
one said it was normal. We said it was of high quality.
Yeah, I just said
Master
high
quality.
quality. That's all I said.
True. All right.
And then
that's fine.
there's
I'm good with that.
the 3 potions.
Y'all found a bunch of potions, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go ahead and share that with them.
You're gonna share what that stuff is too. Good.
Yeah.
Are you just going to share what everything is?
I like that. Good. Good.
I mean, I'm sharing everything I got. The longsword is +2 damage.
And
we could definitely use those.
you're gonna share the leather armor, right?
Yeah, but Rick has it and I want it. But yeah, I'll tell him about it.
Well, Rick could definitely benefit more from it.
Ah,
Yeah.
does he even? He doesn't wear plate. He wears leather.
Well, we don't
He's not-
have
he's not
enough money for
combat class.
plates.
Oh, I thought he was a combat class. for some reason.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
No.
technically he's not, but he kind of is. He has some abilities that's combat related, but not very much.
But he's a non-combat. He's not man of arms combat.
Yeah. He's just an optional class, which he kind of
Yeah.
liked. So I said, okay, go for it. So it's leather armor, well, hard leather armor, and it gives you +2 to AR and +10 to STC.
And the golden necklace and this giant ruby.
He knows nothing
Oh.
of that stuff.
Yeah, I
Oh.
don't see that.
Because it was, I guess the pendant was trapped because
Well, the
old
giant
Gnomey.
ruby you ripped out of the, the skeleton's hands, and we had to fight them.
But yeah, but the golden necklace exploded with energy when old Gnomey grabbed at it.
Does it still explode with energy?
I don't know.
Don't know.
It could have
Go
been just a
on.
trap.
Yeah, I think it might have just been a trap.
Lord Lee wouldn't know about these kind of traps.
Could have been just there to screw with you. I mean, it's what I do.
That is what the evil DM does, guys. So, but
So-
he needs to put a single coin in a room with nothing around it. Then we'll spend the next 3 sessions just
No, with a burnt skeleton right next to it.
Yeah, so burnt skeleton next to
burnt
it.
skeleton.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then you guys will debate who's going to go in, who's going to pick it up, who's not going to go in, who's going to look around,
Where's the freaking cat when
You
you,
can
need him?
get 6 episodes out of that, Vince.
Oh,
6 episodes.
So you guys find a coin in the middle of the room. All right, so we settled now on everything.
As far as I know.
So the sword basically went with Lee back to the cart. I mean, went with
Yeah.
Torvald back to the cart.
Yes.
Okay. Good to know. What are you guys?
Alrighty.
You guys going to continue walking?
Yes,
Okay.
we were going to go down that last path that we had not explored.
Okay, so when you walk into this path, you actually, the end of the hallway, you see like a curtain in front of you. When you pull the curtain out, you see you're kind of on a balcony looking down at like maybe an arena type area, and there's a bunch of bodies down there, blood stains, and you seems to be like maybe it's a fighting arena type area. There is one other curtain on the other side of this balcony, which looks like it leads outwards of here. Or you can go down the steps into the tournament area.
Do we hear somebody scream Mortal Kombat in the background? No.
-5 experience points for Corey.
10 at least.
Yeah, at least 10 for
God
that.
So does it look like to be an access to the arena area?
Yeah, so there are steps heading down into the arena area.
Hmm.
But it just goes down into there. There's no other way out. Or you can go
Looks
through
like
the
they held combat.
What? I mean, you said the arena looks kind of bloody. I mean, it's just a floor arena, or is there a wall
It just
between the audience?
yeah. I mean, there's like an obvious like this is an area that the people would sit and in like a stadium seating going down like this.
Like the Coliseum, right?
yeah, kind of.
Well, I was saying, is the seats elevated, or does it go straight to the arena floor? Kind of like a wrestling.
Oh, I said yeah. There's a little bit of an elevation because there's a little bit of steps to walk down to get into the area. Yeah.
Okay.
The only
all right.
only other thing you notice is at the very top. There's one lone seat, as if someone in charge would be sitting up there by himself, like a leader type person.
See, that would be.
I'm curious how they get up there and what's behind it.
Perhaps we should check through this curtain here. As I pull the curtain aside.
You see a man pulling some lever. No, never mind.
Close the curtain back.
You see it's a hallway that leads somewhere, but you can't tell because it's dark and long.
Go on.
Yes. A single
go
coin in the
on.
middle of
This is a chance for our little gnome to go exploring down there.
Aw,
Yeah.
the little gnome.
This, our scout.
Old Gnomey.
As you go to look for me, I'm already walking down the tunnel.
He's got it.
All right, David, when you walk down the tunnel a few feet, it circles, or I should say it turns to the north, and you get into a nice, fancy-looking room with statues on both sides of it, a large statue at the fore part of the, like the end of it, and there's sconces, I think they're called sconces on the wall, where they hold the little torches. They're called sconces? Yeah.
Yeah, Wisconsin.
Each of the statues representing, which looks like a former leader of the cult with various names that you can't read because they're in Dragon. And that's it.
Can I read those names?
Yes, you can, Jacob.
Did you follow Gnomey?
You're not
not many of them.
there.
We always follow him about 20 feet back. That way, if he triggers any traps, he dies, and we're just like, oh, okay. Don't go that way.
Wow.
But do I recognize any of the names?
You have seen some of the names in the book when you were reading and flipping through it, yes. They
What
were
are these
pat-
statues made out of?
stone.
Oh,
Everybody go ahead and roll a d20. This is just to see if you notice something.
18.
Okay.
15.
2. Hey guys, are we inside?
14.
I don't know.
17.
Maybe.
Jeff, you notice. I was looking for a certain number. It had nothing to do with roll high or low.
What number were you
Oh.
looking for?
Don't worry about it.
I
Don't
rolled
worry
17.
about it. Hey, don't worry
that make
about
it?
it.
What number did you roll?
17.
Yeah, you didn't see it. I was looking for a certain number and Jeff rolled it, so when he thought he saw nothing. Jeff, you noticed that when you guys were walking around the room that the statue's eyes seem to be following you. Every one of them. So like when you're walking around the room, you notice the statue's looking at you and you're like, okay, no big deal. And then when you move further away, you look back at the statue, he's looking at you again.
If I look closer at the statue, is he like following? Is the statue following me, or when I look at it, does it just like pretend it's not looking at anything?
Like you're going one of these, like moving to the side, looking at
Yeah.
his eyes are directly following you.
Gentlemen, the statues are watching us.
I poke one in the eye.
He goes, "Ow! Son of a gun!"
All right, thus starts combat. Fucking Corey.
I figured something like that was going to happen.
Okay, since Corey was the aggressor in this round.
It's an attack.
Yeah, that's true. Go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
2.
Okay, you go first.
Miss.
No, wait, we go first. So I will go around the table, starting with Steven.
All right.
As Corey, I'll describe so you get a better idea. As Corey pokes the statue in the eye, you see all the statues come to life, stepping off the pedestal, holding various weapons in their hand, and that's where combat starts. So I will give you an idea what this room looks like so you can know. Hold on a second here. Let me find that map. It's over here. Okay.
You know, if you guys weren't staring, I wouldn't have poked you in the eye.
Our bad. It just goes back to the pedestal.
No, oh, I'm sorry. And they go right back. Yeah, that's what they do.
Sweet, combat over. All right.
He's right. When you're right, you're right.
So that's what the room looks like. You guys walked into it. There's statues on each side, and there's a main statue. All those statues come to life.
Okay.
And now
All
it is
right.
Steven's turn. If you want to pick a statue, starting on the bottom left-hand side, that'd be 1, going upwards 2, then 3. 4 is the big statue. 5 would be the top right one, then 6 and 7.
Is
Those
there
were clockwise.
Yeah,
like an
clockwise.
armory or anything else in here, or is it just the statues?
Just the statues.
Sorry, I was trying to
to
see what the damage is if I attack with the shield.
Are we
It's a big
allowed to?
statue with a bunch of little statues?
Are we allowed to talk out of turn?
Yeah, you can talk out of turn.
No, you have to
Uh,
wait for your turn exactly.
I suggest we use the stairs to our advantage.
I'm already running back that way if possible because, you know, I have no weapon. So I can just kind of wave at the statues, try to
sling.
distract them.
You have a sling.
For the
No.
then
You
the
have the
stairs, are
sling.
they big enough
Guys.
for 2 people to stand side by side, or is
Don't
it
you
one?
have some magical abilities or something?
Yes,
know that.
Stephen. People, the room is 15 feet. Each square is about 5. So people can actually stand back to back in the middle of the room, or facing each other, or
There's
All right.
space.
Heed Lord Lee. The rest of you fall back. Me and him will guard the entrance, and we'll block the stairs and take them as they come to us. So, there's nothing bad about that phrasing. So literally, the rest of the party either don't go in the room or fall back. Me and Lord Lee will block the stairs, and we'll just 300 this, as it were.
All right. Do it.
all right. So
I
then,
don't know if I can hold action to attack if they come near, but I'm defensive position with the shield, letting them come to us, and I'm hoping Lord Lee will stand by my side. And we're going to be the shield wall.
as Lord Lee says, nothing.
Well, I mean, I'm waiting for my turn.
You can
He
talk.
said he's hoping. He didn't say anything. He's like, Lord Lee, stand beside me.
I kind of shouted the battle plan to everybody.
Then Lord Lee would probably stand beside you. You didn't ask him a question.
I
can't
said,
give the
let's
order."
follow Lord Lee's advice, so it wasn't a question. It
Giving
was
you
like,
a thumbs
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
okay, so I'm holding my attack action till they come up to me, and now it's around the circle thing, as it were.
Okay, so Steven's holding his action. Corey's running up the steps. Correct?
Yeah.
Rick is staying at the cart. Old Gnomey. David.
Scrambling up the steps.
Shep.
Well, I'm gonna be, taking refuge behind the shield wall and seeing if I can get a shot in.
Go up the stairs.
So you're going up the stairs then. Okay.
That's the one.
Yeah, that is your turn is basically scrambling up the steps.
I didn't realize you gave me a sling, Gnomey. Sorry. So yes, I have a sling. I'm not unarmed.
Yeah, you have a sling. I don't know why someone put a poop icon on that, but anyway.
That was me. I would have had and did that.
There, I agreed with it. Poop icons. All right, so now it comes back to Steven and Geoff. Your turns again.
I think we back up to the stairs, don't we?
I mean, Steve was holding his action at the steps, so, and you joined him.
Mm-hmm.
Are you just want to, forego defensively?
Yeah, the statues coming at us, or are they just standing there?
They're slowly,
doing
but it's not their turn, so they're slowly moving towards you. I can give you a +1 to your AR for just defensive stance if you'd like.
Okay.
I say we go up the stairs and use that. defend upstairs.
Make them come to us.
Yes.
All right, we'll just fall back slowly and kind of, retreat.
So
as it were.
everybody is up the steps.
Yep.
With Geoff.
And I'm guessing.
I'd
me
say let's do it where me and you are halfway up the steps. That way they can shoot their slings above our heads,
That's
above
fine.
us, past, and hit the
Okay.
ones in the back.
Yep, we can shoot off above you,
Not every sentence is dirty.
but it could be.
All right, that's the game
All right.
plan. So do you got the visual, Vince?
Yeah.
They're going to come up the stairs, as it were. Me and Lord Lee are halfway up, shield wall, as it were. The rest of them are artillery behind us, flinging their slings downward, as it were, the rocks and stuff.
Yep, that's the general plan.
All right. So statue number 1 is going to attempt with statue number 6, or is that 7? 7, yeah, 7. Is going to come up the steps side by side to try to attack you guys because they can't get through you. The rest of them obviously can't get anywhere near you guys at all, so they're kind of stupidly lined up behind one another because they're just like, rah, what are we going to do? Rah,
Come on, guys! I have to go to statue work.
Yeah.
Hurry up!
Statue work?
It takes a lot of effort to stand there, Vince.
I guess you're right, yeah. So statue 1 is going to hit Geoff. Statue 2 is going to hit Steven. Or I should say statue 7. Apologize. Let me do those rolls. Wow. That is the first time I've ever rolled a double 1 combination. So both
They hit each
statues,
other.
both statues go to swing. And you know what? I'm going to give Steven the opportunity to describe what happens to the statues in the most funniest way he possibly can.
What weapons are they using exactly?
We'll just say they have swords.
All right. I'm going to assume they try to unsheath their swords, go and attack, all samurai style, kind of, as it were.
Yep.
And the one to the right ends up hitting the right arm of the one to the left and ends up just knocking that one down. And the other one couldn't even get his sword out of his sheath. And he just ended up bumping into his buddy as they both tried to unsheath their swords at the same time because they're statues and not thinking about spatial difference.
And just fall off the steps. Bing!
Just fall
Do they
back.
fall to the
guys behind
side
them.
or do they fall backwards?
They fall to the side.
Okay.
Let me just roll their damage because they hit each other. Okay.
Crit and crit.
And okay. All right. So that's that. That's that. Okay. They fall to the side. The other statues start coming up the steps. That's their turns because they're moving from the back of the room. Going back around the table, it is Steven's turn.
All right. The ones that are coming up, are the ones that fell to the side still blocking them, as it were?
No,
or can the others crawl over them?
they could just walk up the steps because they fell off to the sides of the
There's
steps.
no guardrail, so they just
Yeah.
fall to the side
Yeah,
of the steps.
there's no OSHA here, so there's no guardrails on the steps. So
It's like Star Wars all over again.
yeah. So number
All right.
2 and number 6 are now heading up the stair now, or 6. That's correct.
All right, I'll kind of nod for Lord Lee to follow my cue and hope this works as I take a half step back and then rush forward a little bit with the shield to shield bash them down the steps.
Okay.
Lord D does it.
Okay.
All right, so this is just a normal strike, but with the shield and all that.
Yeah, it's a normal strike. Just adding your bonuses to strike.
That's a 24 to hit.
Well, you definitely hit. Go ahead and roll.
20, Lord Lee got 21.
Oh, you missed, Geoff. Totally. You flew to the side and yeah. Go ahead and
Whiffed it.
roll.
Might as well have rolled the 1.
Yeah, really. Roll your damage. I believe this is shield damage for a bash.
It's the shield damage is 1d4 for a large.
Go ahead and roll the 1d4. We're just going to use that.
All right, and then do I add damage bonuses and all that for it?
Damage bonus if you have something versus for strength and stuff like that, yeah. Or if you have an ability that gives you that, sure. And let me know your damage bonus total.
Lord
8
Lee got a
damage.
6.
6 and 8. All right, so then we got Geoff and Steven out of the way. Now we have Corey's turn.
Were they successfully pushed back?
They seem like it didn't affect them. Corey.
I thought Jacob would go before me, and so would Gnomey.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm going around the table. Yeah, it's true. It's out of order here. So, yes. Jacob.
I mean, I'm just gonna try and shoot with my crossbow. One of them.
The ones that are on the steps or the ones that are further back or the giant one in the way back?
I'm gonna go for the giant one on the way back.
Go for it.
You like to go for the big one in back, don't you?
Yep. 18.
That does hit.
Yay. Now this does D6, yeah. 6. Boop.
All right. So you binged him with a 6.
I booped him.
All right. You booped and binged him. The Gnomey.
Fling away.
Go.
Got a 6 and an 11.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage. I assume you're hitting which ones again? Step ones or other ones?
Big one.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna cheese the big guy.
All right.
Is that the plan?
That's my plan.
Do you agree
Why
with that,
fight the-
Seran?
Why fight the boss? Like, leave the fighters to fight the boss if we can just sit in the back and just tink his health away.
We'll handle the minions. If you can attack the big one, go for it.
All right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's the plan.
Damage, David?
So, damage was 5 and 6.
So 11 total. Got it. Okay. Now it's Corey's turn.
Now I guess I will ping the big one. 13 and 9.
They both hit. Damage.
11. Wow.
Total?
Yeah, 5 and 6.
The big guy crumbles to the ground. Makes
All
you
the
go,
other statues give up.
yes, they all go, oh no. No, they don't give up.
Screw this. I have statue work in the morning.
Yeah, I'm out. Peace. All right, picking up 2 different D20s. Statue
Double
1 and
one,
I'm
double
sorry,
one.
statue 2 now and 6, which are on the steps. Hitting the Steven and the Geoff. Maybe. Steven got a natural 20.
Ooh.
And Geoff, your armor class is, your AR, I should say, is a 9,
9.
10. All right, this goes directly to your health as well because he rolled a 15.
Ugh.
So,
Even a parry won't save that from that 20.
yeah, if you want to try to parry that, you can with the natural 20. And Geoff, you can parry as well, the 15.
Well,
Okay.
if I remember, I probably won't roll a nat 20 to counter it, but I can also forego the auto parry to attack him as he hits me, right?
You want to return an attack against him? Yeah, you just automatically take the hit and
You just take it.
you take
Yeah,
it.
I'm not shrugging off a nat 20, so I might as well just return the favor.
Okay, so go ahead and roll.
Lord Lee got an 18.
That's a 15 to hit.
Yeah, you're going to hit regardless, Steven, unless you rolled like a 1 to a 4, because how could you miss, really?
All right, I'll do a
Be surprised.
D10. 16 damage.
16 damage. Oof. Well, you're going to crumble that statue, but unfortunately, he does still get his hit off on you.
I know.
This goes directly to your health of 10 points of damage to your health. Geoff, you dive out of the way onto the floor where the other statue is, because that's really the only place you can go, unfortunately.
I figure I just lean back.
I was gonna say he parried, which usually just means he just knocked
Oh, that's
it
true.
away.
He's not dodging. You're right.
Yeah, he's just
Not
parrying.
dodgy.
Bang! Take that shield and use it properly instead of bashing everything with it.
And Steven took 10 directly to the health. What are you at now for health-wise?
9.
Okay.
Damn.
don't have a lot of health.
No, yeah.
Nobody does.
Yeah, so Geoff, you basically just, I'm going to say you took your sword and pinged his sword out of the way as a parry. 'Cause
Well,
I keep thinking it's a dodge. It's not.
It'd be a Warhammer, but yeah.
Fine. Warhammer. Sorry.
He has a shield. Maybe he just used his shield properly, like you're supposed to. You know.
You're right. He did. He went ping. You happy?
Is it,
Yes,
He's
I am.
slowly-
Thank you. Please give in to my demands more often.
Suddenly your sling breaks.
That was fully expected, so
Yeah.
you didn't surprise me.
All right. So now we go around the table because it's your guys' turns again. Steven did crumble that one statue, so let me just erase him.
does that mean the floor is now like harder to traverse?
It just crumbles into little pieces.
Oh, little dust.
Little,
Watch out, little sandy
dust.
over there.
Oh,
Little
it's
dust.
little pebbles. It's slippery, right? The statues might slip and fall now.
Yes, it's like they're, walking on, whatever. Steven, it's your
Walking
turn.
on sunshine.
Can I pick up the stone sword of one of the ones that attacked me?
If you'd like to.
Yeah, I'll use the stone sword against the next one that's crawling up. I don't know who's in front of me now, or maybe the one right next to Lord Lee if there's not one right in front of me.
Yeah, that would be the other one that's there on the steps
All right.
still.
Then yeah, I'm going to attack with the stone sword then. Just tell me what dice to roll for damage if I hit.
Okay.
That's nat 20.
Okay. Statue's not intelligent, so he's not going to like parry or anything because they're stupid statues. So go ahead and roll 2d6.
Gamble.
No,
Yeah.
I'll just take the damage. That's another 16 points of damage.
All right, that statue goes crumbling into pieces. Okay. Next up would be Jacob.
Geoff.
Wait. No.
Wait.
It's
Jacob.
Jake.
Sorry, it's been so long since we sat at the table. I forgot the order. My bad.
And Geoff put everybody's names in a different way, so that's why I was kind of looking at that list. So
Oh, do I need to change it up to where, like, we're sitting around the table?
yeah, because that's how I usually do it. But
Okay,
No
I'll
problem.
do
Yeah.
that. I'll fix that.
but Jake, it's your turn.
All right. I mean, I'm gonna just do what I can and take another shot at another one here.
You already got rid of the big guy, so there is still.
All right, I roll the 2. That's not happening.
All right, yeah, your sling just bing. I mean, your crossbow just bings off to the side.
Bing. Yep. Lovely.
Geoff now.
I'd recommend
Now,
duck
Geoff.
go over Bing.
The other statue, did his weapon?
Excuse me
drop
1 second. I
to
need
the
to get
floor?
rid of David from the group here for a
Okay,
moment.
very well.
Go ahead, Geoff.
Did the other statue drop its weapon?
Yeah, it went crash to the ground. Yeah, right in front of you.
All right. Lord Lee takes the weapon from the floor and throws it at the next one in line.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your range damage. I should say your ranged attack.
Let's see. I don't know what bonuses I get. If
You
any.
really don't, for you're just throwing a sword. So there's no
Yeah,
real
unless
you get bonuses naturally to throw something, which you don't.
Nope.
Then you just a straight D20 roll.
I rolled a 9.
That hits him. Go ahead and roll a D6.
2d6?
Yeah, a D6, please.
1d6.
Yeah.
Okay. 6.
Okay. 14. Okay.
Bing.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's a little less damage that you guys have to do.
There you go. Geoff to the rescue. I believe it's old Gnomey's turn.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Gonna attack one of the back statues.
He appreciates it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Nice. we know this.
19 and 12.
Both of them absolutely hit. I was waiting for this.
2 and 6, so 8 damage.
He says, "Ow, quit it." He's the tough.
Oh, I can't there though. You're trying to kill us.
He's the tough statue. You know, he can take it. Corey.
I'm shooting at the one that Geoff threw the sword at.
Okay.
Lord Lee.
Yes, Lord Lee threw the sword at. I got 10 and 12.
They both do hit.
4 damage.
He says, ow, quit it.
Take a few more chunks off of it.
All right, so now it's statues' turns. Sounds weird to say that. They come rushing up the steps to slash at the Geoff and Stephen. Or Lord Lee and Seran. Let's see what they get. That is a 13 for Stephen. Actually, no, I'm sorry. That is a 15 for Stephen. And
Yeah, I would hit my AR.
and a 21 for Geoff.
All right, try and parry.
Jeez. Well, that's going to go directly to my HP, correct?
Unless you want to parry.
You mean dodge?
No, you
No
can,
parry.
You can parry. You still have a shield in your hand, don't you?
Yeah.
So, and you're man at arms. Go for it.
Roll your parry, yeah.
I'll roll my parry then. I
Yeah,
don't
might
think
as
I'm
well.
gonna-
I mean, the worst you could do is not do it, but at least you tried. Steven, did you make it?
Well,
I did 22.
All right, you dodge. Bing out of the way. Geoff?
Can you critically fail a parry?
No, you technically can't, but I mean, did you roll a 1?
I did.
Yeah, so basically you just get hit. That's all. So that one just clonks you right across the head, doing 8 points of damage directly to your health.
The man at arms is hurt badly.
Why, how far are you down?
Oh, I got 3 points left.
Oh, okay, so I should aim for you next.
You
Got it.
guys are squishy.
yeah.
If it hits
Almost
our
like we
health
need
points
armor.
directly, yeah, we don't have a lot of HP.
Yeah, if it hits health directly, everybody's kind of squishy in the beginning, so...
Yeah.
Terrible.
The other statues can't do much because there's statues in the way. So back around the table, starting with Seran.
All right, the one that just struck at us will try and hit again, still using the stone sword. I'm going to assume I'm using this because I don't want to damage my sword against stone.
Makes sense.
And yeah.
I'm
Do you
not,
have a
I'm not wasting my good
proficiency with it,
family
though?
blade on this crap. Is what he's thinking.
Pretty
I would do
much.
simple.
All right, so that is...
But I mean, are you proficient in the stone sword?
It's a long sword, I'm assuming. I
Yeah.
have weapons proficiency in swords.
Yes, he's probably got a lot of weapon proficiencies anyway.
Double checking. That is a 18 to hit. And since it's not a crit, is it just the D6 by itself then?
Nope, you get a 2d6.
Okay.
I want to hang on to that sword.
It's not terrible by any means. That is 15 points of damage.
All right, that one in front of you crumbles to the ground. Next up is yeah, Stephen.
Every swing I make, a statue falls.
Yeah,
Jacob.
Jacob Shep is next.
I even
Sorry,
corrected.
Had to hit my unmute button. Okay, I'm back.
So there are one statue on the step, and there are 2 below.
I'm gonna try and plink one of the ones below.
Go for it.
Plinking 16.
Okay, roll your damage.
Yay. 5.
Okay. Next up is Lord Lee.
Lord Lee, exhaustively but angrily is attacking the last statue on the stairs with his warhammer.
Go ahead.
$14.
All right, and your damage?
$3.
Oh, that guy in front of you goes, stop. David.
I'm gonna attack the one in front of Lee. realizing that our men-at-arms are fairly squishy, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, how much health do you have, Gnomey?
31.
Jesus.
Wow.
Got that gnomish hardiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a dirty 20 and a 4.
Did you say 30, 20? What?
Dirty. He said
Dirty.
Dirty.
Oh, a dirty 20. God.
An unclean 20.
You hit. Roll your damage.
2 and 2. So, wait. The 4 hit?
Oh, you roll a 4?
Yes, 4
No.
plus.
No. 4.
Okay.
Our natural. A 4, even regardless of what you roll, does not hit. No.
Okay. And then, so it's a 2. Then.
He definitely says stop.
I'm attacking the one in front of Lord Lee.
Okay.
Nat 20 and 7.
Gambling?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll again.
19.
That counts.
So it's 2.5. No, it's now 2.5 points damage. You want to do another gamble?
I can gamble again? Sure.
Yeah, you can keep. Remember, Jake kept gambling that one time.
Lost it all.
That's another
Yeah,
19.
How many
So
was it? Like
it's,
4 or 5 in a row?
Yeah, so you got. Yeah, you're at 3 times the damage. You can gamble again.
Screw it. Why not? 20.
So now you are at 4 times
I think
the
you're
damage.
pretty much going to kill it anyway.
You could damage. You could gamble again, or just leave it as is.
I rolled another 20, but I'll leave it as is.
Did
You
you
rolled
roll like
another?
20, 19, 20, 20?
So that'd
Yeah.
be 4.5
Well,
times the
you used
damage.
up all your rolls for the day.
Yeah,
on
I'm just
this
going to
dude.
stop for now and just roll the damage here. No,
Oh, good
only
game,
for-
guys.
That's
See you
only
guys
for that
next time.
one, right? That one attack gets the 4 times damage. The other one does not, right?
Yeah, the other one's normal damage. The other one gets 4 times the damage.
I
Well,
rolled a 6 for that one, so 6 times 4.
well, you crumpled that statue to the ground.
I got
Actually, I
visitors
should
to
say
the-
you blew a hole through the statue and the wall next to the statue.
Bam! All right. Just kind of do one of these.
Yeah. It now would go to the statue's turn. One of the statues starts charging up the steps. The other one follows. The last one follows as well, so there's just 2 left. Geoff and Seran. Let's see what happens.
I need to set that dice aside.
Yeah, you do. Oh, geez. This one is a 16 to Geoff, and this one is a 9 to Steven. And
Sure, it's not a 9 to Lee.
A 9 would just hit my AR, but I'm going to... So that means it still hits, though, right?
yeah, it still hits, yeah.
All right, then I have to parry.
Yeah, which you should easily be able to do that.
Yeah. I rolled a 9 plus bonuses. I parry that.
Yeah, you parry that. Lee,
Lee got 22.
then Lee parries out of the way as well. That's all the statue's turns. Back to Seran.
All right. Just going to keep going what we're doing. The one that just rushed up and attacked, going to return the favor. Okay. That's a 19 to hit. 2d6. 15 damage.
That one crumples. Yeah.
Squishy but effective.
Jake, there's one left.
I mean, I'm going to shoot him. Let's see what happens. 11. I don't know if that hits anything.
That does, yes.
Oh, hey. 6.
Jake's so close to crumbling that statue. So close.
No, my D8 didn't quite get me there.
Yeah. Okay, it is now Geoff's turn.
Or Lee strikes the statue with his warhammer
Okay.
and gets a 15.
Okay, and you crumble that statue to the ground. You only had 1 hit point left, so regardless of what you rolled, it would have. But go ahead and do your damage just to see what you got.
Okay.
-5. Gave him 5 health back.
10. Here we got a 10.
Okay, so he would be -9 then. Statue crumples to the ground.
Turns to dust.
Turns to dust. And that's all the time we have this week, folks. I'm Vince, not
Yay.
sitting with
Stephen playing Seran Allward.
Jacob playing the Good Shepherd.
Geoff playing the nearly dead Lord Victor Liam Brightwood.
David playing old Gnomey.
And Corey playing Nova.
Good night.
Good night.
You've been listening to the Palladium Megaverse podcast. This podcast is Palladium Fantasy 1E. The Megaverse is copyright and trademarked by palladiumbooks.com. For more information on their products, please go to their website. If you'd like to help support this website, please go to rollhighordie.com. Thank you.